Welcome to I.E.L.T.S speaking test. Please sit down. Take your seat. So, you are going abroad, isn't it? Okay. You are going for education or for a job?
Education, sir.
Okay. Are you going to take your examination general or academic?
Academic, sir.
Okay, fine. As you know about the I.E.L.T.S, you have part 1, part 2 and part 3. So, part 1 will be generally asking you general questions. Part 2, a topic would be given and you have to speak for 2 minutes on this topic. And part 3 is a discussion oriented questions where the candidate has to answer, right, sir? So, totally you will be having around 13 to 14 minutes of question answering session. So, the part 1 deals about the first introduction and the candidate tells about himself, herself, or about the job, about the profession, about his hometown. So, now coming here to the question, for example, newspapers and magazines. Newspapers and magazines. Which magazines and newspapers do you read?
Now only I started reading the Hindu newspaper because I want to increase my English knowledge. That's why I started reading. Usually I used to read in Tamil newspaper only. Now I started reading English. That's it.
What kind of articles are you most interested in and why?
I am interested in kind of arts or designs like that because I am an animator. I do read the arts people. I do read the articles from an animation studios which is like Pixar, Walt Disney, like that. That's it.
Do you think reading a newspaper in a foreign language, you can develop the foreign language? Do you think reading a newspaper or magazine in a foreign language is good way to learn a language? You got the question? Do you think by reading a newspaper or magazine in a foreign language, you can master that language?
Yeah, definitely. If you want to go to some other country now, you should know their languages. If I want to go to France, I should know what is French. If I get to know about French, I should read the French newspaper or articles like that. That's very important to learn other kind of other languages if you want to go some other countries.
We have come here to the part 2. A topic would be given to you. You have to speak for 1 to 1.5 minutes continuously. Right? You can take notes. You will be given 1 minute to prepare on the topic. The topic is describe the restaurant you had enjoyed the most. Describe the restaurant that you enjoyed going to. You should say where the restaurant was, why you choose this restaurant, what type of food you ate in this restaurant, and explain why you enjoyed eating in that restaurant, right? About the restaurant, tell about the restaurant which you like the most, why do you go to the restaurant, what type of food are served over there. Now, start.
I like KFC because I like chicken. So there are lot of varieties out there. It will be delicious and like somewhat cheap only. So I prefer KFC. I do enjoy there.
When we have come here to the part 3, in part 3 the questions will be based on part 2. The topic is restaurant, isn't it? Based on that, part 3 discussion questions between the examiner and the candidate. So now coming here to the question, why do you think people go to restaurant when they want to celebrate something, right? People, whenever they want to celebrate something, they go to a hotel. Whether you pass an examination, you got a job, you marry, marriage is fixed, then your friends come and ask you, come on, give me a treat. And why do people go to hotel for that? To celebrate something.
You cannot celebrate in your room or in your home. If you call some more people now, you have no spaces like spaces won't be there in your room or home, and you cannot cook lots of people in your home, and it won't be delicious. If you go to restaurant, you can talk with them freely. You can take selfies with the KFC background or somewhat. It will be nice then celebrating home.
The next question is, which are more popular in your country? Fast food restaurants or traditional restaurants? So, which are more popular in your country? Is it fast food restaurants or traditional restaurants, right? McDonald's and whatnot, a lot of restaurants have come, isn't it? So, what type of restaurants are famous? Is it the traditional ones like Saravana Bhavan?
Nowadays, fast food restaurants are getting growth very faster, and if you see traditional restaurant also, the food will be delicious. And like Saravana Bhavan, restaurants are very popular in all around the world nowadays. But Indian people is looking for only fast food restaurants. If you go some other country now, they will looking around looking Indian foods.
Could you tell me why some people say food in an expensive hotel is always better than food in a cheap restaurant? You mean to say, you understand what I say? You go to a restaurant where it's costly, the food is costly, and you think it is the quality of food is good. There are certain restaurants where the price of food is less and you think the quality of food is low. Would you agree with this point of view? Do you agree with this point of view?
I don't think so. If you go to an expensive restaurant now, they will put AC, and the environment will be beautiful, so they have to charge for that too. Not only if you go to market now, the tomato 1 kg 650 rupees now, 50 rupees only, but they are charging not for the quality of food, they are charging for the environment and serving the service. So both are right, both are good for health.
Now, regarding something about the restaurant and producing the food, do you think there will be a greater choice of food availabilities in shops in the future? Do you think there will be greater choice of food available in shops in the future, or will there be less choice? What do you mean by that? You go to a hotel, there are not much of variety of food, but do you think in future the varieties of food may increase?
Yeah, definitely there will be more choices will be there.
Could you tell me what effects the modern technology had on the way of the food is produced? See, modern technology. What is modern technology, sir? Nowadays we have certain machines where thousands of chapatis can be made in 3 minutes, 2 minutes or 1 minute, right? So machines have come, idli, dosas, chapatis, puris. So what effects has modern technology had on the way food is produced?
Technology is coming very technology can produce technology is growing very faster, so nowadays everything's come under control of technology. If you want to make a chapati now, you have to work on it, but if the machine, if the same thing the machines do now, it will be very less. It can produce 3 minutes, it can produce more 300 400 pieces of in a minute. So it's very important, and it will use to us.
Next question. How important is it for the country to be able to grow all the food it needs? How important is it for a country to grow all its food it needs, not going for import, So how important is it for a country to be able to grow its own products or food products without importing any from foreign countries. Without importing any from foreign countries, right, sir?
So we need in India. India has everything. For if you go, if you see the nature or everything, we have every stuff here. But our taste is going to the foreign style. People, Indian people like to eat foreign foods, so we have to import. We have to import foreign products here. That's it.
Nice, wonderful to meet you. Thank you very much. Take a seat. All the best.